Signs a married woman likes you but is hiding it. The woman's signals. Have you ever felt like someone was giving you signs? Signals so subtle you could almost miss them, but you weren't entirely sure what they meant. Now imagine that person is a married woman. Intriguing, isn't it? Welcome to today's video, where we're diving into a topic that is as fascinating as it is. Complex signs of married woman likes you, but is hiding it before we go any further. Let's set the record straight. This isn't about encouraging you to cross boundaries or disrespect commitments. It's about understanding human behavior and picking up on the cues people might unconsciously give. Trust me, when you know what to look for, you'll start seeing the world and relationships in a whole new way. In this video, we're going to explore the subtle signals married women might send when they are interested in someone outside their relationship. We'll break down the psychology behind these behaviors and help you distinguish between innocent friendliness and something more intentional. Stick around because these insights might just change how you interpret human interactions. Let's start by addressing the context. Why would a married woman presumably committed develop feelings or show interest in someone else? Relationships are complex, and marriages are no exception. While every situation is unique, there are some underlying psychological factors that can make this happen. First, let's consider emotional and psychological needs. In some cases, a woman might feel emotionally unfulfilled in her marriage. Maybe she's not receiving the attention, validation, or connection she craves from her partner. This doesn't necessarily mean she's unhappy in her marriage. It could be as simple as feeling undervalued or overlooked in certain moments when someone else steps in and provides that missing piece. Even unintentionally, it can create a spark. If it's important to understand that this isn't always about physical attraction, sometimes it's the little things. Someone remembering a small detail about her noticing her new hairstyle or giving her a compliment that feels genuine. These moments can stand out, especially if they're rare in her current relationship. But here's where it gets tricky. The line between innocent and intentional. Behavior can be incredibly thin. Married women, like anyone else, can be friendly and engaging without any ulterior motive. It's crucial to differentiate between natural kindness and signals that suggest deeper interest. For example, is she being friendly to everyone in the room, or is her energy focused specifically on you? Does she go out of her way to connect with you in a way that feels deliberate? These are questions worth asking yourself, and we'll explore more about these subtle signals later in the video. Understanding this context is key, not just for interpreting the signals you might notice, but for navigating the situation with respect and maturity. Remember, the goal isn't to jump to conclusions or act on every perceived cue. It's to be aware of what's happening around you. Stay tuned because in the next segment, we'll uncover the specific behaviors and body language cues that might reveal her hidden interest. You don't want to miss this. Have you ever felt like someone's body language or the way they talk to you is sending a message that doesn't quite match the surface conversation? Well, when it comes to subtle signals from a married woman, the clues are often there, but they're wrapped in layers of discretion. Today, we're diving into the body language and communication patterns that might indicate a married woman likes you, but is trying to keep it hidden. Let's start with the body. Body language, language cues. They say actions speak louder than words, and nowhere is this truer than with nonverbal communication. One of the most telling signs is frequent lingering eye contact. If she's holding your gaze a little too long or looking at you from across the room more than once, it's not just coincidence. Eye contact is one of the oldest and most universal signals of attraction. When it lingers, it's often a way of establishing a connection without saying a single word. But here's the catch. She's likely to look away quickly if she feels caught. It's the back and forth glance that gives her away another classic indicator. Subtle grooming gestures. Pay attention to how she acts when you're nearby. Is she adjusting her hair, smoothing her clothes, or even lightly touching her neck? These gestures might seem insignificant, but they're deeply rooted in psychology. Grooming is often a subconscious response when someone wants to present their best self to someone they find attractive. It's her way of saying, "Notice me," without ever uttering a word. And then there's posture. The way she positions her body around you can speak volumes. If she's leaning in when you're talking, angling her body toward you, or keeping her arms open and relaxed, if it shows she's comfortable and engaged. On the flip side, if her posture changes dramatically when others enter the room, crossing her arms, stepping back, or looking away, it could mean she's trying to keep her feelings. Under wraps, body language is often a game of contrasts, so look for the shifts. But body language isn't the only thing that reveals hidden feelings. Let's talk about her communication patterns. Communication patterns. When a married woman is interested in you, the way she talks to you often takes on a deeper, more personal tone. For starters, she might be engaging more deeply in conversations than necessary. Maybe you asked a simple question, and her answer turns into a detailed story about her life, her thoughts, or even her struggles. This isn't just about small talk. It's about connection when she's going out of her way to share or extend conversations. It's a sign